Again and again. Dear oh dear. Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Sarah Leonie CYSIQUE of France goes up against Marica PERISIC of Serbia. It'll be CYSIQUE in the white judo gi, PERISIC in blue, and you can have a look at how the two athletes got here.
Well, CYSIQUE definitely was one of top players expected to fight for a medal, and she didn't disappoint. Very experienced at this level, and PERISIC also had a great performance today. From the matches I saw, I didn't see all of her matches, but I like the ones she saw. Even the one she lost wasn't such a bad lose.
The referee in the middle for this one is Nicholas Zaltashvili of Georgia.
And here she is. CYSIQUE was really looking for the final, but here she is now fighting for a bronze medal. Ranked number 3 in the world. Sorry, number 3 ranked here in this tournament. The 3rd seed, I should say.
The 2nd seed.
Oh, 2nd seed.
That's okay. Yeah. There was only one left. It could have been 4th.
Exactly.
You were going to get it right sooner or later.
There are only 4 possibilities. Yeah, I got confused by the screen.
Yes,
they show the world ranking list.
Yes, yeah. Tricky one. That number 2 seed here today. So as long as she's on the podium, she won't feel too badly about the visit here.
PERISIC from Serbia. She is really trying to keep that grip, the left-handed grip that she likes. So both are taking an extreme left-to-left stance, and there's Coach Jane Bridge giving advice. The first penalty goes to both players. Oh, nice. So, no score, but good action. It goes to Uchimata and Kouchigari. Classic combination. Didn't really have the sleeve, otherwise could probably have prevented the turnout. So left against right. And the best finish at the European Championships for PERISIC was a silver medal in 2023 when they had the event in Montpellier. And CYSIQUE, she was Olympic silver medalist, I believe, from Paris. So now here's a referee feed. She didn't have that hand, did really catch. And I think it was a side hip landing, so Yuko, they give Yuko for that. Can you imagine if she actually had the sleeve? Probably could have gotten a Vazari.
Yeah, I think there may be a few people watching who'll say, oh, but she didn't have, control at the ending. She didn't have her hands on, which I suppose they take to mean that you have control if you still have hold of your opponent. However, there are...
Oh, that's
a Wazari.
Yes, a slow Vazari, but it is mostly landing on the back. So
there are some techniques where you throw your opponent away.
Sure.
So it was deemed appropriate to give a score there because the major part of the action resulted in her opponent coming down to the ground. That part was clear. And the only thing you have to look at now is whether it was necessary to maintain control all the way through.
Sure.
Sometimes they've landed and your hands come away.
Right.
They give a score for that.
A classic example, the ashibarai. Sometimes you lose the grips, and anyway, the opponent was guided by the feet.
Yeah, and gone.
You know, they're still controlled by the limbs,
yeah.
you know?
Yes. And this was probably the thing, because the foot was in there doing the work, yes.
If she just fell by herself,
Yeah,
because she
then-
slipped
yeah,
on like
yeah.
on sweat or something, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
the case. Oh, there's a chin transition. Okay, now CYSIQUE really wants to tie up her opponent on the ground, doing some meaningful transition.
Yes. That lead, she wants to hold on to that and burn as much of the clock as possible, because if PERISIC gets up, she'll be coming, you know, full steam ahead. So you want to minimize the amount of time that you've got to spend defending.
For sure. And CYSIQUE already has 4 European medals. So here she's fighting for another bronze medal, adding to her existing 3 bronze medals and the silver medal collection. Oh, that's gotta be it. Yep. Ippon scored. That was a good hand technique.
I think he gave Wazari, didn't he? Wazari Awazeti Ippon. She already had one, so I think although Ippon has gone up, we don't put Wazari Awazeti Ippon, do we? Just put Ippon.
Yeah, it does. You know, sometimes you look away for just half a second, that you can't really see. So PERISIC was running toward CYSIQUE. And, CYSIQUE, and she just turned that action and the momentum against her opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the European Championships bronze medalist for the women's under 57 kilo in white, Judo,
Sarah Leonie, CYSIQUE of France, takes the 2nd bronze medal. Let's take a look at the action leading to the win. The heart and the relief, supported by her coach. So here's the first counter. Kind of just driving her on her back for the first Vazari. And then she stood up. She gets countered backward. So it's really like a Sumi Otoshi. It's totally handwork. Corner drop. Don't see it very often in high-level competition, but it can happen, especially when there's a momentum-driven action. Cross, Uchimata, Kosotogari gets taken down. What a